Let's test another recipe from my late mom's cookbook to get it ready to publish.
I'm planning on shooting a couple videos with my brand new phone today. Well, not new to me. I was working with an iPhone 8, give me a break. Anyway, it's a great time for me to use a Crockpot recipe that I can put together and it can finish cooking while I'm shooting more video. Sounds like it's pot roast night, and the leftovers will one day become beef vegetable soup that I'll make a couple days from now. So we're multitasking and doing double duty. So let's get started. I'm gonna wash up all my vegetables. Now you can follow me over here if you want, but I'm not gonna do anything very exciting. The recipe calls for 4 to 6 medium potatoes. I'm gonna cut them into little bite-sized pieces. They probably wouldn't need to be that small, but I like when they're smaller. We're gonna dice up 2 to 4 carrots, 2 onions. She doesn't specify what type. I have 1 of each. It will be fine. The onion is stinky. Why is everything so sad? Now I have a couple of celery stalks here and 1 pepper that was just about ready to go. I'm going to cut that and I'm going to put it in here anyway. The recipe doesn't call for it, but that's kind of the benefit of having a pot roast. You can use whatever leftover veggies you like. As long as you have onion and carrot and potato, you're in good shape. But you can get creative and add more veggies. Now this is a beautiful bed of veggies.
I mean, come on. If you were a pot roast, wouldn't you be excited to take a nap on that? I know I would.
I'm going to clean up my workstation. Get ready for the meat. Ooh, look at these babies. Now, I'm gonna nestle these into the crock pot and surround them with all those veggies. This is a little bit more than the recipe calls for, but again, I'm making this with the idea of making soup for later. Tuck you in and cover you up. Lift the blanket of veggies for the other one. Nestle you in there. Now that is a full crock pot of goodness. And 1 clove of garlic. Only 1? You didn't see nothing. The last bit is our seasoning. Some salt, pepper, and a teaspoon of kitchen bouquet. All right, Mom worked in our cafeteria in our school, so she had a couple of tricks that you might not find in a regular kitchen, but this is a perfect example of what she would have. This is kitchen bouquet. It's a browning and seasoning sauce. It's for gravies, sauces, soups, and stews. Okay. If you don't have this or you don't want to find it, I'm sure that just a little whooshy sauce will do just fine. A teaspoon of that and a tablespoon of flour. I'm going to mix all of this together and pour it over top, kind of like a sauce. But it will quickly become the broth for our lovely pot roast. And that's it. We're going to put our crock pot on high for 5 hours, and that will give me plenty of time to shoot some more videos. I'm even going to have to move it to a different part of the kitchen so that I have my cooking space.
Somebody forgot to turn on her microphone, so I don't have sound for this. I stirred it maybe every hour or 2 just to make sure that all of the vegetables had a chance in the hot tub. But crockpots do most of their work with the lid closed, so don't check it too often. Pat, pat. Okay, we'll be back later.
All right, the pot roast is finished, and I am done filming. Let's take a look. I'll probably take the meat out now and start to shred it up a little bit. That way I can put some in containers and then we can have the rest for dinner. The verdict, this is just a really good, simple pot roast. It has the normal spices, the normal vegetables, the meat is tender and leftovers are always good. This is just comfort food at its finest. And again, I'm going to use the rest of it for the beef vegetable soup in a couple of days.
That's all for today. If you make this recipe, let me know how it goes in the comments and stick around because I will post the beef vegetable soup in a couple of days. Thank you so much for watching and love you. Here's the recipe.